Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Manchurian Candidate, the 2004 version, because there's also the 50 and 70, 19. Well, there's the old version, and then there's the new one with Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, and Liev Schreiber. And basically, the Manchurian Candidate deals with these two individuals who were caught in the Gulf War, and later they come to the United States, and they still don't know what really happened. They're very hazed. They have an idea of what happened, but the soldiers that come back are still kind of perplexed on what happened over there. So now the original Manchurian Candidate was dealing with socialism and against democracy, or communism versus capitalism. And in this one, it's more about the lines between politicians and corporate entities that become blurry, and they intertwine with one another, and how they can actually use somebody to get into the White House and start passing their own political views or own ideologies, so they can excuse me, get more power, these corporate entities. So the Manchurian Candidate in the Manchurian corporation is now the big, bad guy. There is no there is a bad guy, but in reality, there's other bad guys that back up that bad guy, or that individual who's trying to get into power. And this film is very, very, how can I put it? It's a thriller, and Liev Schreiber does a great job in portraying his character. That character who wants to get his mother's approval, but at the same time, he wants his own thing. He wants to do his own. He wants to have his own life. And Denzel Washington does also an amazing job in, well, other than being, an Academy Award winner. He delivers that soldier who's lost, who's perplexed, who little by little he starts unraveling the truth, and then it starts eating at him, and it just gets worse and worse for him, because he starts finding evidence that what happened back in the Gulf War is not truly what really happened, and the soldiers that he lost in the Gulf War were for basically apparent no reason. And it just builds up and builds up and builds up. And Meryl Streep really does a good job in portraying this mother figure who's very protective of her son, who is played by Liev Schreiber, and at the same time she has this wickedness, this evil about her, and she's the one who really is just pulling on the strings to get whatever it takes to get her son up there and what was it, in power. So you start seeing all of that, and you start figuring out, okay, this is not what it seems. And it's a very, very a dark film, very dark film. It's also, if you're a vet and you're used of dealing with depression because of the thoughts and the memories back from the war, of the Gulf War or the Afghanistan War or the Iraq War, this is not a film for you at all. This is not a film for you at all. But when it comes to doing a film or making a thriller, it does its job. The director and the rest of the group that brought this or reimagined this story, they did a good job in making it fresh, making it new, because if they would have followed the old style of the film, it would have been very outdated. It would have, even not just the way it was filmed, but also the political ideologies during that time period have changed very much. So yeah, kudos for that. Do I recommend it to the family? No, I don't recommend it for the family, but I do recommend it to people who actually want to learn how to make a real suspense film without explosions, and really deliver that type of thriller to modern day audience, because nowadays most thrillers and most films are very how can I put it, very bland when it comes to actually scaring, or not scaring, but having that mystery behind what's going on in the story. Still trying to figure it out yourself. And sadly to say, Hollywood, what I've seen, have lost kind of that flavor, that kind of, that talent of magic, where it's like, before you would see films that really made you think, and not just made you think, but really and entertain you at the same time. Where in nowadays it's like they don't inform you, they don't make you think. It's more like shut your brain and seeing a bunch of plot holes in the film, seeing a bunch of things that really don't make sense. You're like, well, why did she do that, or why did he do that? That doesn't make any sense. Now, like I said, every movie and every film is subject to people's criticism. Everybody has their own opinion. This film, they did a good job, and I do recommend to those people who want a real good thriller. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day, and Jesus is King. Later. Bye.